Hey, what's up guys? The ranked 28 player in the world has splurged on skeletons to craft a scary strong deck. Everyone's playing Cannoneer to outdamage the healing of Evolved P.E.K.K.A. and the Mega Knight evolutions that are running rampant. But if you have Cannoneer, you'll get overwhelmed by Graveyard Skeletons and the Skeleton King ability. And the slow attack speed of Cannoneer allows this deck to take complete control of the games with Skeleton King ability and Graveyard Skeleton. You continue to pile on skeletons as they can't clean them up quick enough, rising their stress and damage taken. The unique adaptability of this deck allows you to win against Cannoneers with Graveyard Skeletons and overpower Princess Towers with your Evolved P.E.K.K.A. So no matter what your opponent has, you'll have a route to wreck them. And it goes without saying, Evolved P.E.K.K.A, Ice Wizard, and Mega Minion on defense with Cannoneer is unbreakable. It's time to spook opponents with the unbelievable adaptability of this P.E.K.K.A deck and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And spooky slashes the love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to make all the high-front videos possible. Here we go, matching into the ranked 709 player in the world, Goddess Triube. All right, I don't know what that is, but it is a godsend for us to be playing against a Cannoneer, which is exactly what we're anticipating since Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A evolutions are abundant. So if we match into those and we have Graveyard and we're like, hey, you can't counter us with a Cannoneer, watch how slow and methodical your tower is as we tower above you and damage dealt. I want to be able to go for the Ice Wizard in the back on the same side as the Executioner and then probably execute it later on with our P.E.K.K.A. So looking at the game, we've spent a little bit more elixir than him, but he is going for a Monk into a P.E.K.K.A, which is one of the worst possible cards for him to drop. Unless he has an idea of tornadoing back our P.E.K.K.A and then getting Executioner to lock onto the tower, but that'd just be so weird. Like, I don't see that working. So I'm going to Mega Minion directly. Oh, no, I missed. That was not supposed to happen. That was actually awful. Wait, it was calculated? The mini P.E.K.K.A is not going to be dropped from our opponent. There's no guards. There's nothing. This P.E.K.K.A is about to be amazing. So if he doesn't have guards or mini P.E.K.K.A or some way of killing this is going to be hilarious. Like, he has to overspend so much elixir. We're going to zap to reset the Cannoneer on Graveyard Skeleton so then the P.E.K.K.A becomes a threat. Dude, what the heck? A 0 HP hero. That was insane. He just gave up. He didn't want to play the game anymore. Honestly, ranked 700 player in the world just rage quit against our deck. That is how broken Graveyard Skeletons are against anyone with Cannoneer. If you can tank for your P.E.K.K.A, let alone an Evolved P.E.K.K.A, if you're able to get to that stage, the game is over in seconds. The dude dipped out before he was even able to play.
A few dominance is asserted later.
Because with this scary strong P.E.K.K.A deck, you'll always have the best play. After slaughtering that ranked 700 player, we pushed up to 4,000 in the world. You care more. Well, I probably do, man. I love this game. I play it way too much. It is deeply embedded in my brain to go up and envision Clash Royale no matter where I look. I turn around the corner, I see Elixir Golem. I look at a tennis ball, I think of Heal Spirit. I look at the ceiling fan, I think of Flying Machine. I see Santa Claus, I'm like Giant. I can go on and on and on. Clash Royale is everywhere in my life. Anyway, we're going to go for a P.E.K.K.A here, and we'll see what we can do. I'm also kind of joking, but I'm not joking at the same time. I genuinely do look at a tennis ball and think of Heal Spirit. Everything else is just like kind of more of a nickname that we've had over the years. What do we do? Do we Graveyard? I feel like that's not a bad decision if we're running against someone that doesn't have guards. Please do not have guards. Okay, wait, he dropped guards on the P.E.K.K.A. That's fine. We should be able to get a little bit of skeleton love on the tower. Just 1 or 2 hits would be awesome. Yo, oh, only 1? That's crazy. All right, well, whatever. I was hopeful for 2, but we got 1. It's okay. It's a wonderful time to be alive and not taking a terrible dive against a minor poison player immediately. He's going to be running a really aggro drill, right? So if our opponent decides to go drill in our face, we want to go Skeleton King on that all day long. That's going to be our best way of shutting it down. And it's going to have splash damage, so it's reliable. Also, we can egg on our opponent by going in for the Ice Wizard in the back and be like, bro, poison me. I dare you. And he won't. He just won't. Drill every time is what it's going to be. So we're going to go and pop the Skeleton King here. And then we're going to go in for a P.E.K.K.A in front. So we can maybe force the guards to go and target the P.E.K.K.A instead. And then also get the P.E.K.K.A to heal back up. And go in for a Graveyard simultaneously. So we have a lot of pressure mounting at our opponent. We have the Skeleton King, the ability. We also have the Graveyard. There's so many things I can and can't do. So I think we're going to pop the ability first, and then we're going to Fireball directly on this instead. It feels infinitely better to do that, because if we pop through the Tesla, we can then Graveyard subsequently. And zapping doesn't make sense because we're going to kill the guards anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to chill. I'm going to chill, relax, and vibe. If we zap and overcommit, it's not going to heal up the P.E.K.K.A any faster. So we needed some support there. I am going to go in for a Bar Barrel to tank for the Graveyard here. Wait. That bar barrel accomplished it all. It stands tall as the king of the game. That was insane. Slaughtering a bomber, a fire spirit, and tanking for the graveyard. We love it. Mega Minion putting into work as well. I'm going to pop the ability just to hopefully kill the Tesla. Maybe we can tickle the Tesla down and force out some extra elixir. We're going to go in for an Ice Wizard here. Definitely don't love this positioning, but it is what it is. We're going to bar barrel to clean up the rest of the goblins and then tank for the rest of the aggro guards that are coming at us. I am going to graveyard immediately with the P.E.K.K.A, and then we have the P.E.K.K.A evolution. So the way that we win this match is guaranteeing that we can get a good evolved P.E.K.K.A on the field, because if it constantly heals up in the face of a Princess Tower, the Princess Tower can't deal with it. We're going to go for the P.E.K.K.A on the side that he's already dealt all of his damage, because that's where I anticipate he's going to continuously go. And he does. All right, we're going to Skeleton King off to the side so the Fire Spirit does not lock onto what he needs to. And we're going to go and collect a lot of souls. So if I might be able to go for like a Mega Minion here, and then... actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to Fireball, I'm going to go Bar Barrel, and then I want to go and pop the Tesla as quickly as I can. So if the Tesla's gone, done, and dusted, this is where we're going to win the game, I think. If we win the game. So, yeah, I'm going to go Ice Wizard directly on that. Should be able to slow our opponent's stuff down. I'm going to Fireball on the Bomber. We have a lot of stuff going at him, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The Mega Minion needs to lock on to do a million. It is doing a ton. Oh, one more? Oh, the Tesla, man. How dare you do that to me, brother? That's diabolical. All right, so we're going to go Skeleton King in the back so that we can cycle a few more graveyards, I think. And that might be how we win. So I think we're going to go in for a Bomber counter with our Bar Barrel if he decides to do that. He's not going to be back to any Evos anytime soon, so we can do this. Bar Barrel on this Goblins. Graveyard here with the P.E.K.K.A crossing, which is fantastic for us. Fireballing on the Bomber to do some extra damage. And the P.E.K.K.A is going closer to the tower, interestingly enough. Which is obviously where we want to be. We're going to go P.E.K.K.A as well, again. We're probably going to go Evo Bomber on me if I had to guess. So I definitely want to make sure he can't do that. I'm going to go Ice Wizard if that happens. Yep, I knew he was going to do that, so I was holding my Ice Wizard just in case. Snag that real quick. Then I can go in for probably some more Fireballs and win the game off that. We'll see if it goes. Because I don't think I'm going to win any other way. I need to cycle more Fireballs than he can do anything else. If we got the Skeleton King on the map, we can definitely cycle more stuff than him. So we're just going to start spamming spells, and I think that's how we're going to win the game if we can. So we're going to go for another Fireball here. We're going to go in for an Evo Zap. We're also going to get an Ice Wizard down against these Goblins. And I think we barely win the match against someone that's got a Poison Drill Cycle deck. So because we have the Skeleton King on the map, it only takes 3 cards to get back to a Fireball or an Evolved Zap. So effectively, since he was poisoning on defense all the time against our graveyard, he wasn't able to reliably poison on our tower, and we were able to suddenly launch ahead in the damage lead in the last second with our spooky Fireball Cycle deck. Since you can only get 1 champion on the map, you get back to your other cards quicker, allowing this deck to finish games off faster than all the other decks. Despite this guy having a lower average elixir cost, his cycle was still slower and it didn't matter. Yo, this guy is ranked 77 in the world. What's up? Professor Live is one of my best friends in Clash Royale. I didn't even recognize him until I saw the name. I just saw the rank. I was like, oh, put some respect on this guy's name. Usually he runs Electro Giant, but I don't know what he's playing anymore. We'll drop some love and some good luck. I also want to flex the 20 win emote just to be like, hey, dude, I got you. I'm going to destroy you with my Evolved P.E.K.K.A deck. Usually, he doesn't really know what I'm playing because I switch my decks every single day for fun. But he typically plays the same thing over and over and over again. That's why he has higher ranks than me. So I'm going to go in for a Mega Minion here. And also he's just really good. But yeah, he is a master of a deck. He's played it over and over again. But at that point, like, if you switch your deck all the time, you're not going to get better because you're not going to memorize the card interactions as quick. But if you play decks at the top of ladder, usually those players have played those 8 cards in their decks for thousands of games, so they've mastered the ins and outs of how every single instance of their cards work. Anyway, since we cycle our P.E.K.K.A at the start, it's not terrible because I think we're going to be able to kill the Electro Giant with the Cannoneer. So that's just something that I was thinking about. I was like, you know, not tragic for me. Also, he's going to have Evo Goblin Cage, so not a fun card for us to match into. I'm going to try to do dual lane pressure with a P.E.K.K.A tanking for the graveyard, and then blindly saucing out a Skeleton King ability. I need to play aggro into someone that's better than me. When you play against someone of this caliber, if you end up losing at the start, you're just screwed. But if you're able to do that amount of damage, we might be able to hang on for dear life right now, guys.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
We might be living against Professor Live in an entirely different degree. That'd be insane. Yeah, so P.E.K.K.ing at the start and surprising the opponent when they're running Electro Giant, you can still defend without using your P.E.K.K.A. And he's giving us the CRL mode. He knows. He understands that our deck is stupidly toxic. I can't go for the Evolved P.E.K.K.A. on offense, though, because if I do, then I'm maybe going to lose to Electro Giant plus Lightning or possibly like a Bowler. So doing that at the start is great, but the later the game gets, the worse it is for you. So I'm just going to zap the tower so I can take it guaranteed. Then I'm going to go for Skeleton King, and all you need to do is defend one more Electro Giant.
A few dominance is asserted later.
But we've got Evolved P.E.K.K.A. and Evolved Zap and an Ice Wizard plus Cannoneer. So I don't think that any Electro Giant is getting anywhere near me. So yeah, he's going to have Bowler and Evolved Bomber to bounce through if he can't break through the P.E.K.K.A. with the Electro Giant. But it doesn't matter because I have Fireball, I've got Evolved Zap, I've got Barbell to clean up the Bomber too. This deck is thought of every possible thing that opponents could do. And as you can see, the guy is just rage quitting. One of the best players in the world just rage quit again. This deck is so spooky and scary that people don't want to see the sight of it any longer. GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. All right, dude's got Cannoneer in the banner, but he's running Dagger Duchess. The betrayal of the cards. I mean, I would understand if you're running Princess Tower. You gotta go back to the old faithful. But you're winning the pay-to-lose tower, like the worst tower in the game by far, and you just want to troll me with it. Okay, all right, I'm here for it, brother. You know, the higher you get up, the weirder decks you face sometimes, and you're matching to someone with Bats, Bandit. Is this a Mega Knight deck? Oh, yeah, it's Mega Knight for sure. If we see Inferno Dragon, Bandit, Bats. So in this type of situation, it's important that we don't overcommit with our P.E.K.K.A. because we're just going to get destroyed and shredded by Inferno Dragons. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play rather passive until we find the right moment to go in for the win. But Barbell here, I can zap on these Spear Goblins as well, which is well worth it. Because then I think the Mega Minion cleans up the Inferno Dragon without any problems. Then I can Ice Wizard directly on the Bats, make sure we take no damage whatsoever here. It's all chill, dudes. We're chilling. All right, wait. If we Graveyard, he doesn't have Spear Goblins. He also does not have the correct card cycle where he's going to have to go Goblin Gang. We might be able to Fireball on the Bandit and the Goblin Gang. Yes! That was one of the best Fireballs of my life, but was it worth it? I mean, mentally it was, but was it actually realistically worth it? That's the question. I don't know. It felt good because I made a prediction. I was like, Bandit's going to dash back to the Graveyard. Then I Fireball on the Goblin Gang, and I hit that. But pragmatically, I Graveyard into a Goblin Gang, so I also waste 5 Elixir. So I got a lot of damage with the Fireball. I baited out some units, but I don't know. I think it was worth it from the standpoint of I was up Elixir, and I converted that lead into tower damage, but I think it also could have been better. I'm going to Ice Wizard here, take no damage again. And I don't want to match into Mr. Mega Knight Man when he is going to have the plan of Mega Knighting on top of whatever big card we drop. So I can't conveniently go in for a P.E.K.K.A. because it's going to get Inferno Dragon while he spams on the other side, and then you lose the game. So when you've identified what their deck is and how spammy they are, you wait till double Elixir before you go for P.E.K.K.A.s. Just a rule of the duel, you know, you can't go in for dumb P.E.K.K.A.s unless they end up cycling a lot of stuff into you. Like this is probably not bad for him, but it could be bad. We're going to go for an Evo Zap as well and then clean that up. And then he'll lose the Inferno Dragon, which is fantastic for us. All right, so I do want a Graveyard, but I also know that it's not necessarily the easiest play to accomplish. So I'm going to go in for a Skeleton King here on the left side so we can tank for the Bats. And then I'm also considering Ice Wizard in here. I do think I want to Ice Wizard in the back. The Mega Minion wandered back to the left. That's insane. That's awesome. Take that. All right, let's go P.E.K.K.A. here, and then let's go Barbell. So at this point, if I go Skeleton King ability, we should be able to tank for quite a while. Also, if we go for a Zap, this will be able to shut down the Inferno Dragon without that much issue for me. Then I can Mega Minion, and then I can go Ice Wizard directly on the Skeleton Barrel. So overall, fantastic interactions if this works out in our favor. But the problem is, like, every time that I cycle the P.E.K.K.A., it's going to go directly into the Inferno Dragon. So if I Fireball, sure, it could do stuff, but it's like, I don't know. Now I don't have to respond to the Inferno Dragon. Congratulations. I still have to overspend Elixir in a lot of situations. All right, we can go P.E.K.K.A. here to go and pull the rest of his stuff. And we're trying to get to the P.E.K.K.A. evolution where we can get a push behind it with an Evolved Zap to reset his Inferno Dragon and win the game. That is how I think I need to win. Really, really hard otherwise. All right, we're going to Mega Minion, and we're going to back to Evolve P.E.K.K.A. right now before he's back to Inferno Dragon. So that's a little bit of a win for us. Don't know if it's going to be a win overall, but this is what we wanted. Actually, correction, this is what we needed. Without this, I'm screwed, right? We have Evolved P.E.K.K.A. and we have Evolved Zap. This was the win condition that we were looking for, so see how it goes. The Evo Zap now, we're trying to focus primarily on the Inferno Dragon. Then we're also going to Fireball at it so that we can kill it. And I think the P.E.K.K.A. might be able to lock onto the tower and win me the game. Not 100% guaranteeing anything here, but look at how overpowered this stupid thing is. Oh, he's going to knock it closer to the tower. Dang it. This guy's really good. Or maybe he's just using the Broken Evolution. You guys tell me. I think he's good. I think it was a smart decision on his end. For Barbell to pull back that Mega Knight so it doesn't jump on our tower. And they get a fantastic zap here. And then also go in for a Mega Minion. There's a lot of damage that we're going to get from that aggressive bandit here. So Skeleton King will be able to devour the rest of the skeletons from the Skeleton Barrel. I think we want to go in for graveyards with Skeleton King and then also use the Evolve Zap. I think we switched up our way of winning. So that's our strategy for right now. I also messed up really bad. But I can get something down and then zap here. And then maybe be okay. Oh my gosh, this is not looking good today. Not looking good today, guys. They are lost because I can't defend against this Inferno Dragon very cost effectively. How am I still alive? I actually genuinely don't understand. I think I played that poorly, but we're still alive. Let's graveyard here. Let's go in for a Ice Wizard. Barbell as soon as we can. Evo Zap. Get this down. Ice Wizard again. Maybe this can win us the game. I don't even know what's happening anymore. How did I win? This is insane. There's been spam every single second. This is actually crazy, man. The Mega Knight was about to hit my tower with the Skeleton Barrel. Okay, so if you match into an Inferno Dragon bait deck, it is not easy to match into. So you don't want to go and use your Evolve P.E.K.K.A to break through. We tried it. It didn't even work when we found the right opportunity because he used the Mega Knight to knock back our P.E.K.K.A away from the tower. You got to win with the Skeleton King plus Evolve Zap Graveyard. Evolve Zap plus Graveyard will clean up all the bait cards that they drop to clean up your graveyard skeletons, so you will eventually chip them down. If you stupidly go in for P.E.K.K.As and donate them to Inferno Dragons, you're netting -3 trades, and you have to defend the Inferno Dragon afterward, which will make a huge mess and possibly melt your existence in the game. I gotta give this deck credit though, despite not having amazing answers to Inferno Dragon, it felt like we were impenetrable on defense. Even though I cycled a Zap or a Barbell, I always had the Ice Wizard to spawn in and clean up bait cards, or the Skeleton King to conquer our opponent's Skeleton Barrel's souls. Our games have went one of two ways: extreme adventure that takes a century, or a super short battle where our opponent rage quits and is a top ladder player. But let's see what Giovanni has. He's embracing my Italian culture, and we are ready to serve him up the most delicate pizza that he's ever witnessed. This thing is gonna go slice his towers into oblivion. Whenever we go for the Skeleton King and he's got the big pizza cutter, our opponents are not gonna be very happy. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I'm Italian and German, so I generally make a lot of jokes from my Italian culture. I love my grandparents and they were awesome. Anyway, we want to go in for a P.E.K.K.A in the back on the same side as this. Nah, screw it. We're going to go in. Yeah. No, it was a bad decision. I went directly into the cannon card thinking that was the right play. And now we have to roll away with the Barbell and hopefully not lose the game. Wait, that worked really well. It was so stupid that it worked out. I had to rely and have full faith in my grandpa's cards out here, guys. We're truly embracing the Yu-Gi-Oh culture. Oh no, that was pretty interesting that the Barbell reliably saved me against the Mortar and also the Goblin Gang. That was insane. That was a big bailout. I ended up cleaning up 7 elixir for 2. Sure, I took some mortar shots on my tower, but it's nothing to write home about for this guy. Anyway, we have the ability to use a Skeleton King plus the ability and Graveyard. Generally, when you have the Skeleton King, it operates a bit different. You want to go Graveyard before, so the Cannoneer targets the Graveyard Skeletons instead of anything else. And even if you have Mother Witch, I don't care. I can just Fireball it. And I can pop the ability. Let's go and do that right now. I have to reset the Cannoneer directly on the Graveyard Skeletons. Maybe we can kill this. Honestly, I don't think this is bad. The Skeleton King reached on the tower. Let's go. If he doesn't block this with bats, he's in a terrible spot then, right? That's awesome. There's no way. There's no shot he doesn't get a shot with that Cannoneer. It's crushing everything. The cannon card got destroyed, dilapidated by our Cannoneer. Oh my gosh, and then I can go for an Evolved P.E.K.K.A to clean everything up and get even more value. She is healing tonight. She is prolonging the fight. And she's gonna say goodnight. All right, so we wanna go Graveyard. I think we can go in for a Skeleton King, Evolve, Zap, and Fireball. All right, well, we can just Fireball the corner here. Evo Zap is definitely okay. I mean, how's this gonna work? I haven't done this before. Our P.E.K.K.A directly into Mother Witch Pigs is decent, right? It ain't bad. It's still alive. That thing stayed alive forever. And the Skeleton can get the tower again. What is this game? This is so stupid. This might be the deck that I never expected to be as good as it is. Like, most unexpected best deck in Clash is what I'm thinking. This is scary how stupidly strong this is. Holy. All right, we're going to go Skeleton King here again. We're going to Zap. Then hopefully it resets on the Skeleton King. And then we win the battle at the bridge, for sure. All I have to do is fireball this if I want to. Do I want to? Yeah, I guess I do. I want to go and pop the Skeleton King on offense here. I don't want to let the cannon cart thrive. All right, we probably want to go in for a graveyard here, but I can't guarantee it's the right play, so we're going to go P.E.K.K.A instead, and then we're going to get ready to go for another Evolve Zap. I think we need Evolve Zap on offense and go in for naked graveyards with Evolve Zap. I think that's going to be our way of winning, because we should be able to shut down any bait card that he drops nearby if we do that. That's our strategy here. I'm going to get Mega Minion down. I'm going to go Skeleton King with the graveyard, and I think this will win us the game. I mean, I just don't see a universe where he has a good time into this. We fireball on the Mother Witch. If the Mother Witch walks up, oh my gosh, I missed it. I griefed. How did I miss that? Oh my gosh, guys. I don't want to win, apparently. I don't want to win. This is me, a loss. Oh no, it's a me. All right, we can just do this again in fireball and then zap, right? And we win eventually. This is going to do enough. We'll do enough, right? We just need one skeleton hit. Yes! We defeated Giovanni from Team Rocket, and, you know, but unlike in Pokemon games, we were the ones with the toxic shadow Pokemon. There's no doubt our spooky skeleton sirs were frustrated when we missed the fireball on the Mother Witch, but their frustration ended up being super effective. Throw a skeleton on the like button if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.